XL Interface is a new application that provides a fully automated interface between Microsoft Excel and any data source. This means XL Interface can eliminate all manual updating of spreadsheets and turns Microsoft Excel into a production report design tool. Really, it does. If you work in an office, there's a good chance you use Microsoft Excel. If you manage a department, there's a good chance you have many people using Excel. Keeping these Excel spreadsheets up to date is a burden. This may not sound like a huge problem, but when you multiply all this effort by all the different functional areas and by all the departments within these functional areas, it represents a significant loss of time, money, and productivity doing what is essentially a mundane and error-prone task. So, what's to be done? You could buy one of the many Excel automation tools. For the most part, these are macro-based add-ins with templates that allow some drag and drop capabilities. It can be difficult to customize these templates, and the tools really don't automate very much because Excel still has to be updated manually. Another option is to write your own macro. The problem with this is that the more complex the report, the more complex the macro. If there is any employee turnover, the new person will have to figure out the macro to maintain it. And still, Microsoft Excel will have to be opened manually to update the spreadsheet. A final option is to hand the report off to the IT department to automate. There's resistance to this option because the business unit loses control of the report, and what the IT department produces will almost certainly not look like the report designed in Excel. Perhaps the biggest reason that business units don't ask IT to automate their Excel reports is that it takes too long. IT production reports require proprietary programming skills, and going back and forth with the IT department is time-consuming. The result is always a compromise, and as soon as a change is required to the report, the whole process has to start again. Now there's a new option, XL Interface. XL Interface takes data from any source or any combination of sources as long as the data is in CSV or XML formats. XL Interface then reads a tag spreadsheet or a master copy for instructions on how to create a new report using the updated data. XL Interface will add rows or columns as required. All the formatting, formulas, charts, pivot tables, dashboards, and anything else that can be designed in Excel will be updated automatically without anyone ever having to open up Excel. This means that you can produce as many reports as you want, according to any schedule you need, and send them to any distribution list as an Excel file or in PDF, HTML, or even PowerPoint formats. XL Interface really does turn Microsoft Excel into an error-free production reporting tool. What's more, XL Interface is easy to use. The first step is to tag a spreadsheet. This will be used as a template or master copy. In this case, we have a simple spreadsheet with a date and two tables. There are also some basic formulas and charts. The complexity of a spreadsheet is not an issue for XL Interface. Anything that can be designed in Excel will be updated automatically. To create a master copy or template, all you need to do is open a spreadsheet in the XL Interface tagging program. Then you simply double-click on the cell where the data is supposed to go. In this case, the cell was already formatted as a date, so XL Interface will assume it's a date. You just click on the Create Tag button, and your new date will appear in this cell. Next, we will tag the table. Double-click on the first cell where the data is going to go. XL Interface automatically knows it's a table or a grid by the formatting. There are a number of tagging options to facilitate the building of reports and spreadsheets, as well as a complete help menu to guide you through the process. In this case, we want to insert new data into the table. We choose the Insert option and click Create Tag. Next, we'll tag the second table. As you can see, this is a few charts associated with it. Simply double-click on the first cell where you want the data to go, and the tagging menu appears. Notice that XL Interface knows that charts belong with this table, and the default tag name is Chart 1. We can call the tags anything we want, as long as the same name appears in the data file. Just click Create Tag and you're done. Tagging a spreadsheet is a one-time process. You can change the master copy any way you want, move or copy charts or tables to other worksheets, add pivot tables or dashboards. But as long as you don't introduce a new data set, you'll never have to tag the spreadsheet again. The second step is to create the data file. We have the master copy we previously saved open in Excel interface using the Show Tags option. Now we'll open a sample data file we've created. As you can see, the first tag, date, appears in the data file exactly as it does in the master copy. The actual data that will populate the final report is put immediately below the tag name. A blank line is used to separate the tags. The next tag, Grid 1, appears, followed by the Chart 1 tag. Excel interface will automatically create a data spec sheet that can be given to the IT department to create the data file. It will also generate part of the SQL Server query, or the code that can be pasted in a SAS program to create the data file. The final step is to create the batch file. Excel interface does this for you automatically. It tells the system where the Excel interface executable is, gives the name of the production environment, the master copy, the data file, and what format the final report should be in. In this case, we want a PDF report. The ability of Excel interface to run Microsoft Excel in the background is one of its key differentiators from the existing Excel automation tools. You can run as many reports as you want at any time, day or night, without anyone ever having to open up Excel. Now all you have to do is to run the batch file, and the result is a professional production report designed entirely in Excel with the data exactly as provided by the IT department. Is this a good idea? Yes! Thank you for your interest in Excel interface. For more information, please contact John or Ivan.